Day one of Donald Trump's impeachment trial was a long and fractious affair. There were bitter battles in the Senate chamber, the partisan lines very clearly drawn between the Democrats and the Republicans. Almost 13 hours of debate on Tuesday, and the end result was that they finally agreed on the rules for the trial, a vote passing just before 2 a.m. US time. The reason why it took so long, though, to achieve it was that the Democrats wanted to change the rules for the trial. They proposed 11 amendments during the course of the day. They wanted things like witnesses to be called. They wanted extra evidence to be included. But all of those 11 amendments were struck down by the Republicans. And at the end of the day, the final vote was very much along party lines. 53 Republicans voting for the rules, 47 Democrats, that's all of them, voting against the rules. At this stage, there will be no witnesses to be called, but that whole debate has not quite finished yet. There is likely to be a vote towards the end of next week to decide once and for all if witnesses will be called, and there is a potential that some of the Republicans may flip to the Democrat side. The Democrats only need to change the mind of 4 Republicans to get a simple majority, more than 50 votes, and they have already targeted 4 potential Republican senators that they think will be able to be flipped. 4 Republicans who've already said that they potentially would want to hear from witnesses, but they would not vote for that until after the opening arguments had been concluded. And that's the stage that we move to now, the opening arguments. So for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, the Democrats will be laying out their case against the president, the 2 articles of impeachment, that he abused his power and that he obstructed Congress by stopping some of his former officials from testifying before Congress. The Democrats say that he abused his public position for personal gain when he asked the Ukrainians to investigate his political rival Joe Biden and Joe Biden's family and their business ties to Ukraine. He did so while also holding back $400 million of military aid that the US had been giving to Ukraine. So the Democrats get 3 days to outline their case. The thinking is that they will spend 8 hours a day over Wednesday, Thursday and Friday detailing their case, and then it'll be the turn of the defence team, Donald Trump's own lawyers, who will be pushing back against their arguments. Those opening arguments from the defence team likely to take place on Saturday, Monday and Tuesday. Now, Donald Trump has also been talking about this impeachment trial. He hasn't been present here in Washington D.C. He's been in Davos, Switzerland, attending the World Economic Forum over there. He has talked about it and talked about the possibility of going to his own trial. He said that he would love to go there and stare in the faces, the corrupt faces, he said, of the Democrats who are litigating against him. However, he did say that his lawyers probably wouldn't be particularly happy with him showing up at his trial and sitting in the front row. He also once again called it a hoax and a con job. The charges against him that he denies, he says, are simply not the case, and feels that the Democrats should throw out this whole case. Now, it is likely to proceed over the next couple of weeks, and it will depend on that vote on whether witnesses are called. If they are, then this could run for several more weeks into February. If no witnesses are called, then potentially this whole impeachment trial could be wrapped up by the end of next week.